Hello everybody, jimmyispromo here, back again with another awesome video, and today is episode 1 of a whole new series that I'm going to refer to as In the News, In the Know. And it's a way I'd be able to let you guys know what is happening in the news around you yesterday, today, that can prepare you for tomorrow. Now, I'm going to be bringing this news to you in a fun, cool way, so if you guys like the way that this is being presented to you, make sure you guys give this thing a huge thumbs up or smash that big like button at any point in time in the video if it's something you guys like. Also, hit on subscribe if you have not subscribed to this channel already, and share this video with all your friends and family so they can get the news to them as well. Now, the 4 different topics we're going to talk about today is how you're able to get 6 months free of Netflix. Also, we'll talk about a key feature that's coming to the Samsung Galaxy S9, but because the S9 is something that hasn't even been talked about yet, this is still part of the rumor mill. But after reading this article, I think this one has a lot of legs behind it, and it seems something that is legit that Samsung would do as a upgrade going into the Samsung Galaxy S9. We'll also talk about the Samsung fast wireless charging convertible stand, and as well as how you're able to forget about Face ID, facial recognition, iris scanning, fingerprinting, because we are soon able to have the help to unlock our phone by reading the palms of our hands through the camera. Now, the first one we're going to talk about today comes from CNET, and this is where Google will be giving you 6 months free of Netflix with a new Pixel Book, but it's not just limited to the Pixel Book. It also includes a couple different Samsung Chromebooks as well. Now, if you are considering a new Google Pixel Book but still on the fence, Google will give you 6 months of free Netflix video streaming to take the plunge. So for a limited time, customers who spring for the laptop tablet hybrid, which is starting at $9.99, will enjoy half a year of Netflix content on the house. Now, you'll have to act quickly though, because you'll want to snatch up this deal. The offer ends on December 31st, 2018, and it's specifically, the offer includes the Netflix's 2 screens at a time plan, which is valued at $10.99 per month. So that's $11 a month that you're able to get something for 6 months for free. So that's $66 you're able to save. Now, I don't think anybody who wants to get free Netflix on the house for 6 months will then buy a Chromebook or Pixel Book. I just have a feeling that it's anybody who is on the fence, somebody who is 80% of the way, they're super close to getting a Pixel Book or Chromebook, but this one could possibly push them over the edge to actually purchase it so that they can have at least Netflix for 6 months for free. Now, the incentive just doesn't include the Pixel Book shoppers. Google will also hook up those who purchase the Samsung Chromebook Plus and the Chromebook Pro devices as well. Now, the next article is coming from BGR. Now, BGR is huge into anything that is Apple news. They love the iPhone, they love the Apple ecosystem. So this one was specifically talking about the Samsung Fast Charge Wireless convertible charging stand that will work with the iPhone 10. But if you're a Samsung user, you're already used to the wireless charging stand as it is, because the Samsung phones has had it built in for the last couple years. So this is what the article states. We've told you about a $50 RAV Power wireless charger a few times now, and it's worth every penny. But it turns out that there is an even pricier wireless charger out there, and many people are going to like it even more. It's made by Samsung, and it's called the Fast Charge Wireless Charging Convertible Stand. So what's special about it? Not only does it offer the latest wireless fast charging technology to future-proof it for the next few generations of iPhone and Android smartphones, it's also a convertible charger. That means you can either use it as a normal charging stand, and you can place your phone on top of it, or the top lifts up and converts it to a charging stand that's perfect for the iPhone 10, since Face ID will work instantly anytime you get a notification. Now, a couple of the main highlights will be that it's perfect for the home or also the office. It is compatible with not only just Samsung phones, but any Android that has wireless charging built in, as well as now the iPhones that have it built in. And it's an official Samsung accessory, which you know that the product is backed up by a great company. Now, let's move back over into probably the main reason why you're here, which could be the Galaxy S9 key feature may come to a flip phone first. Now, this one is talking about a feature that is more specific to the camera. So last week, Samsung revealed a new flip phone that's called the W2018 with dual displays, a Snapdragon 835 processor, and 6 gigs of RAM. The phone is crazy enough as it is, but we also learned the camera, which is definitely the star of the show. The camera is not only worthy of attention because of its f1.5 aperture, but also due to the fact that the aperture is adjustable. Now, that is a huge thing right there, is adjusting the aperture. So the only thing that I'm curious on this one is going to be, how is it adjustable, and is it able to keep its aperture at the 1.5 all the way zoomed in? Because a lot of times when you get some of those DSLR lenses, they lose some of the aperture as you zoom in. Now the bad news is that we'll already almost certainly never see the W2018 launch in the US, but new rumors are giving us reason to believe that the phone's camera might make the jump to the Galaxy S9. So today Forbes called attention to a report from NeoWin that claims the Galaxy S9 will feature a camera with an adjustable aperture. Though NeoWin's report was actually written before the W2018 was revealed, it also claims that the camera in the Galaxy S9 will offer the f1.5 aperture, which is a key giveaway that suggests the Galaxy S9 will borrow from the W2018. So it would make sense for Samsung to bring the W2018's camera over to the Galaxy S9, as that adjustable aperture would give the Galaxy S9 a certain edge over its competitors. Now the presence of that f1.5 aperture means that the phone will take excellent low light photos, jumping to f2.4 during times when the camera is already getting enough light. Now we do want to take all of this with a grain of salt here too, because they're trying to connect this report with the W2018, which there's a lot of speculation with that phone already. Also, you know, we're not really that close to the S9 just yet. Usually the time frame that the Galaxy S series is talked about is usually in February or March, which means that it's usually a March or April release. Now the article goes on of saying, of course we'll have to wait until Samsung actually reveals the Samsung Galaxy S9 to know if these reports are accurate, but that reveal could come earlier than many of us are expecting. Recent rumors claim that we'll see the Galaxy S9 revealed at CES 2018, and if that's true, then we're just a few weeks out from knowing all that there is to know about the phone. So stay tuned, because we won't be long before we hear more about the Galaxy S9. Now, I do want to mention right there that Samsung will never do a press release at CES 2018. Samsung did one, I believe, at CES before. They've done one at Mobile World Congress. But when you become such a large company as Samsung is, you don't want to do a press release of a phone that is also surrounding so many other technologies such as CES. You know, you have motorized, you have cars that can drive themselves, there's robots there's crazy things that happens in the consumer electronic world at CES, so CES is the last place you would want to press release a phone. More than likely, my guess is that they would probably do it maybe at the end of February or middle of February, sometime around that whole Mobile World Congress timeframe, because if it's press released in February or end of February, then that means that it will have a March or April release. And now this very last one we're going to talk about comes from Tech Times, and it's talking about how you can forget about Face ID. Samsung possibly working on a Galaxy phone that can read palms. Now, first it was fingerprints, and then it was faces, and now the next thing in smartphones want to be able to read people's palms. But that's at least what a patent from Samsung suggests. So as of right now, this is just coming from a patent. It's something that could also turn into a rumor in the future, but as of now, it's in the patent form. But it appears that the company has been exploring a system that could scan the unique lines on a person's palm and use the information to display password hints in the form of incomplete characters. This way, users who have forgotten their passwords could get a nudge on what it might be, but not so much that it would also give a full-on reveal, which I think is pretty cool. It's a way that, just like on your computer or laptop, if you're at a website and you're trying to log into a website that you forgot your password for, you would be able to get hints for it. This is a way that your Samsung phone can read your palm to give you hints, but in forms of placing words around the palm that you can kind of fit together to give you what your password is. So I think that that's actually pretty cool. I think that that's something that should probably come up, in the near future. So Samsung Galaxy phones currently have 5 methods through which a user may be able to unlock the phone. You got iris scanning, facial recognition, fingerprint scanning, PIN codes, and the traditional Android pattern lock. Now, palm scanning, if it ends up being a real thing, might be a highly secure, if a little funky supplemental way method of the unlocking method prove insufficient. So basically meaning it's a fun way of getting away into your phone by not really getting into your phone, but it's a supplemental method letting you basically remember what your password was. Now the patent is 42 pages long. It explains how the camera will be used to scan the lines on a person's palm, which, like a fingerprint, is unique to every individual. However, it's important to keep in mind that Samsung doesn't seem to be planning on using it as an unlocking method. Instead, as I mentioned above, it will prove useful for when users forget their password. So suppose that the palm that's being captured and the one that is stored on the phone, they match. So several letters will then be displayed on the screen in a scattered manner. This way hackers wouldn't be able to tell the proper sequence of the letters, but it might be just enough for the actual owner to recall what it is. Now, a couple things to keep in mind is that the facial recognition system that Samsung already has, I think that Samsung will probably focus on improving that. Same way as Apple will be improving the Face ID feature on the iPhone X. So just keep in mind that this one here for the palm reading is just a mere patent, but it is something that would be kind of fun to see in the future. So what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about all the different articles that we talked about today? Make sure you guys write your comments below of anything that just happened in the news that we just read. Let me know what you guys think, positives and negatives. Also, what do you think about the whole palm reading feature of a patent? Do you think that this is something that's helpful? Personally, I think it's helpful. It's not giving the full password away. I know a lot of people, they always forget what their password or their PIN is, but it's a way when they put their little camera over their palm, as long as it's the one registered in the phone, it will start giving you maybe letters and numbers of a way to help you remember what your password is. And I think that alone will help a bunch of people, since it made sense by putting it onto websites and also computers as a hint option. So I hope you guys have liked this video. Make sure you guys give this thing a huge thumbs up. Also hit on subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And outside of that, I'll see you guys later, and we'll be back soon with an episode 2.
Congratulations. You just hit a milestone from all of your driving.